This is Top Contender Boxing. We keep it real, 100, and unbiased. Today's topic is a theory and an idea. It's an idea of what I think is going to happen, that's going to play out, like for the long run soon. Ever since this last fight against Errol Spence and Bud Crawford, people want to know what he's going to do next. People are saying this is one of the greatest fights they've ever seen. It was a great performance, masterful performance, not a great fight. If it was a great fight, we would all want to watch it again. But the boxing enthusiasts, the people who know the game, don't want to watch this again because it was a complete shutout. And it was a complete shutout. Personally, I never thought Errol Spence was that good, was that much. The man sat at the same weight for 15 years. In the amateurs, in the Olympics, his whole boxing career, the man never left 47. He stayed at 47. And he was never the same after the car accident and after the sparring where he fractured his orbital. His rhythm, his IQ, his technique didn't look there when he fought, Bud Crawford. Even when he fought Ugas, I had my own theories. Like, the man didn't look the same when he fought Ugas. And you gotta understand, that was a year from this fight. The man was never the same. The man hasn't been the same. That's here or there. Great performance from Bud Crawford. Great performance. Let's not take away nothing. He's the pound for pound, the number one man right now in the game. Let's give him his love, his respect, his roses. But right now we're hearing a lot of chat, and a lot of chat from people because people want to see this. People want to shame another boxer when he was the top, when he was the king. It's like saying Canelo should go fight Tyson Fury. Yeah, after a great performance, winning undisputed, you should just go fight straight Tyson Fury. No, shit don't make sense. There's weight classes for reasons, but a lot of you fans, that they don't know shit about boxing. Let's just say that they don't know shit about boxing. I talk to a lot of boxing IQists at work, and where I go sometimes, and with the Mikey Garcia camp. I've had conversations with a lot of people who know boxing, and a lot of them, well, I'm not gonna say we think alike, but we have very intelligent conversations where you have to understand you can't be biased. This channel is let's not be biased. My theory, getting to this point, is that Canelo's going to be the measuring stick against Jermell. Because if a lot of radio channels and a lot of all these other podcasts are asking Bud Crawford, when are you going to fight Canelo? Why don't you fight Canelo? Why don't you fight Canelo? There's more people speaking for Bud Crawford than Bud Crawford is speaking, Bud Crawford's not dumb. Bud Crawford's a smart man. He's just like he's smart in the ring. He's smart outside. He's smart in business. This man is smart. He's 35? He's been moving smart in boxing. Everything he's done has been smart. He slowly built his way up to 47. He sat at 47 for a couple years. He didn't go straight to Errol Spence, when he was still in his prime. He didn't go straight to that fight, because he was in 35, he was in 40, then he moved up to 47. He didn't, go straight from 35 to fucking 47. I'm going to say why not, but he didn't do that, right? He took his time, got acclimated. Just like when you go to the mountains, you're not going to fucking run a couple miles going straight to the mountains right now and expect to get 5 miles done like nothing without breathing hard. No, you need to be on that mountain for like at least a week. Then your body and your breathing should be normal. You're acclimated. Just like at the weight at 147. Just for you motherfuckers that don't know boxing, that think, okay, well, Bud should just go fight Canelo. There's weight classes for reasons. He has said it on his own. This channel is not making up lies like South Pole boxing channels or fucking LDBC group chats or Fanon boxing, ego boxing, or what's that other guy's name? Fucking Cheeseburger, Dante Cheeseburger Nation. That dude. No, we're not like those channels that like to make up narratives. I'm speaking facts because I see a bunch of different channels asking and other radio stations asking Bud Crawford, when are you going to fight Canelo? That's what you want. That's what you want. You think personally this man can destroy Canelo. This man has said it out of his own fucking mouth. Like I'm saying what I'm saying out of my mouth. Just because it's annoying to turn on the YouTube and, oh man, Crawford beat the shit out of Canelo. Oh, Crawford would masterclass him. Oh, Crawford would knock Canelo out, would dust him. Oh, Canelo would burn him. You see it in the messages. You see it in the racist fucking comments. He said it out of his own mouth. There's weight classes for reasons. No, he has not said I'd fight Canelo at 154. No, he's not said he'd fight Canelo at 160. Sure shit ain't gonna fight him at 68. That's what he said it out of his mouth that he doesn't want to fight Canelo. Point blank. Point blank. But with all this rambling and all these other people talking in his ear for him, you know, all you man fans, all you fucking man fans, you know, saying, oh, you should fight Canelo. You should fight Canelo. The man's not stupid like some people here talking. The man's not stupid like some people in the comments, you know. The man is a smart man. There's weight classes for reasons. At 147, like I said, he had to acclimate for many years. He was at 147, I don't know, 4 or 5 years? 4, 5, 6 years? At 147? When he went from 140 to 147? From 135 to 147? It took him a while to acclimate. He don't want nothing from Canelo. He's already said it. It came out of his mouth. He's said it more than 3 times on radio channels, on podcasts. But you can keep making lies for him. Because it sounds funny to hear people that don't know boxing. Or don't want to be logical either. Canelo, on the other hand, he's had this fight. Jermell Charlo. I don't think personally Canelo wanted that fight. The PBC is who structured the contracts for the PBC fighters. They gave him the list. They said, if we do this, we're fighting for undisputed. You couldn't get the brother because the brother couldn't make weight. Whatever. So Jermell said, okay, this is going to make money. This is for PBC to generate some boom for Canelo these next couple fights he's got coming. If he can beat an undisputed fighter, then keep his momentum going. Let's see what we got. Let's see what people we're going to draw to the seats. Now, Canelo called. Well, Canelo's getting the fight with Jermell. This is going to be a measuring stick. Now, this measuring stick is going to be based on how did Canelo did Canelo look tired in the last couple rounds? Did Canelo drop him in the 3rd, the 4th, 5th round? Did Canelo look hurt or old? You know, because when people like to say Canelo's old when he's fucking 32 years old, bro. Canelo's old. Canelo's old at 32. And Bud Crawford's 35. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think old is when you retire. That's old. I think old is what Bernard Hopkins did when he was 45, when he was the alien. Instead of the executioner, when he was the alien. That's fucking old. Or when George Foreman was a heavyweight champion at that old weight in the 40s. That's old. So, sure. You keep saying Canelo's old. He looked old in his last fight when he just came off an injury. Sure. So Errol Spence must have been real fucking old looking that sloppy in that fight. No, he just wasn't that good. But, the measuring stick will be, did Canelo knock him out faster? Did Canelo hurt him? Did Canelo go 12 rounds? What happens if Canelo knocks him out in 4 to 5 rounds, 6 rounds? And Bud Crawford is having a struggling fight for 12 rounds. What is the debate on that? Oh, Errol Spence, masterclass boxing. Bud Crawford, masterclass boxing. I like Bud Crawford. Personally, this will be the measuring stick. Canelo, how will he look against Jermell? Because they're going to debate and keep talking about, Bud Crawford did it better. Well, we'll see what Canelo does against Jermell. Because if Canelo drops him soon, drops him in the early rounds, and Bud Crawford gets that fight, because Jermell did say he wanted to go back down to 154. So if he goes back down to 154 to go regain his belt, because he's going to be stripped. They're going to fight for one to probably be undisputed. For undisputed, which is good. I don't think Tim Tszyu is going to get that mandatory. But if he does have to fight Tim Tszyu, then we'll see. But I personally think Jermell's going to go straight for Bud Crawford after the Canelo fight. Depending what happens, I personally don't think he survives the fight. There's a lot of great minds that know this. You can't be stupid. You gotta be logical. You can't go who's your favorite. You gotta go with what's up here. What do you see? What do you know? I got Canelo hurting him, point blank. I got Canelo manhandling him. I'm not gonna say like Khan because the man don't move like Khan. Jermell ain't fast as Khan. Canelo ain't lost a step. He's just fought from 75 and then toyed with Gigi, and then look we did with Ryder, the silverback. So personally, I think he hurts Jermell. But depending what round, Bud Crawford's gonna want that fight, and depending what round he fights and wins off of that fight, they're gonna measure. They're gonna measure each other. That's how they're gonna measure. And when that measuring is done, then they're gonna want that fight as bad as they want it right now. The way you hear people say, "Oh, yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't." Canelo's probably just gonna be tired of hearing all your fucking your lame's opinions. The people who don't know boxing, because I'm not telling you that I fucking know boxing to the core. I'm giving you facts. I'm giving you details. I'm giving you what I know. I'm giving you what I saw. I'm giving you what I hear. I'm giving you what are facts. I'm not giving you biased, racist narratives. I'm giving you a straight fact that this fight against Canelo and Jermell will be the measuring stick. It'll show who's bigger. You know what I mean? Who's bigger. We're gonna know soon who's bigger. And you're gonna know soon why weights, weight divisions matter. The way Bud Crawford says, there's divisions for reasons. There's weight classes for reasons. He's gonna say why he didn't want to fight Canelo, because Canelo might just get this job done faster, and Bud Crawford might have to go 12 rounds. This man's coming from 47. Like I said, he got it acclimated. He's going straight to 154 to fight Jermell with no tune-up. Which you got to condemn him for that. You got to give him his love and his respect for that. I do. Bud Crawford, like I said, is #1 pound for pound fighter. It's Bud Crawford, it's Inoue, it's Usyk, and it's Canelo. And then the fifth one could either be Bivol or no. I really think it's Tyson Fury. Fifth one, Tyson Fury. You have those top fighters. I can't really throw Bivol in there because he only has a belt. Canelo's won belts in different divisions, and I'm not giving him love for his past wins. I'm giving it love for Canelo's what he's done now, what Usyk's done now, what Inoue just did. Masterful performance. Great fight. That was a great fight. Masterful performance from Bud Crawford. For this year, that was the #1 fight. That was the #1 fight everyone wanted to see. So, I'm giving the man respect and his love, his flowers. I just think when he does go to 154, there will be problems. Because, like I said, he hasn't acclimated at 154. Those 154 pounders. They hit like what's the cruiserweights? They hit like cruiserweights. They hit different. I mean, Gigi was dropping fucking heavyweights at 160. 154 ain't almost no different. Almost no different. Only difference is look what happened to Kelly Brook at 154. No, I take that back. 147. Kelly Brook when he fought Triple G. His face got broken in. Look what happened to Khan from 147 to Canelo. And that was at a $155. It could have been 160 or a $155. Man was never the same. And you got to remember, Kelly Brook was never the same after fighting Triple G. His face was broken in. That was a champion. Kelly Brook fucking looked great against Porter. He looked good against all these other fighters when he was at 47. He was a great champion. I think the man won gold medal. Kelly Brook, I think he won a gold medal. Either that or a silver. But either way, he was a good fighter until his face was broken in. Those weights do matter. I'm not saying Canelo would break Bud Crawford's face, but you got to think about it. This man, Canelo and him are they're the same fucking height. If anything, Canelo's smaller than Bud Crawford. Height. But the advantage of the heavyweight, the guys Canelo sparring, the fighting at 175, the 168, the 160, these are real fighters. I mean, nobody's fought in Triple G. Has Dudu Andre done it? Jermell? Any of the other names? Benavidez? Any of the top 160 pounders? 68 pounders? 75 pounders fight Triple G? Fucking Andre Ward didn't want to come down to fight him. Think about that. Nobody wanted to fight Triple G. Nobody. Canelo did. Canelo did. Is there any love or respect for that? I mean, Triple G was a monster, knocking people out. Couldn't do that to Canelo. Oh, but Bud Crawford can knock Canelo out. Make that make sense. And when you do go to sleep and you think about that, well, Canelo couldn't go down to Triple G. He must have an iron chin, huh? Yeah. Canelo stuck it with him right there and took it toe-to-toe with him when other fighters were getting dropped and moving back. Yeah. Yeah, people still don't want to fight Triple G right now, even at his old weight. Even at his old age. Think about that. Colin Smith, Muhammad Ali winner. He won that Super 8. The man went up to 7. The man got his arm torn off by Canelo. Goes up to 75. Started knocking guys down at 75. Like trees. I personally think if Canelo fought at 75 and got acclimated, stayed there, fought tune-ups, wouldn't get bullshit from fans. Why is he not fighting the top 75 pounder? If he would have probably acclimated at 75 before he fought Bivol, oh, forget about it. He would have took that fight. Because look what Colin Smith did. It's all about getting acclimated. I just think for Bud Crawford not getting acclimated, going straight to Jermell, going straight to the undisputed champion, this is not like fighting Errol Spence. Errol Spence technically fought nobodies. Jermell, he's fought in somebody's. He's fought in strong men at 154. He's been sparring his brother, who's a fucking 160 pounder, bro. And his brother's been fighting pretty much spar. You have to be sparring a weight up than where you're at your weight in order to to build strength at 160. I don't know. That's what I would do. That's what I used to do in wrestling. I would wrestle a heavyweight, and then before the match, I'd wrestle the guy at my weight or a lighter weight to build speed. So when I get down to my weight to wrestle, oh dude, you got the power and speed. You've worked on it all week or all month. Same thing with boxers. Make it make sense, guys. If that's too much for you to process, then this sport ain't shit for you. This sport isn't gonna help you none. You can just say whatever you want to say. Keep playing the fucking boxing games and thinking you know boxing. Keep watching boxing and I think he's good because he just won. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. It takes years and years and years of accumulating everything you've seen. It took years for me to watch Errol Spence become the man. It took years for me to watch Bud Crawford. I actually think he moves like Pacquiao, Bud Crawford. He moves beautifully. His IQ's fucking off the chart. It's great. But remember, like he said, there's weight classes for reasons. I hope the Canelo and him don't happen because you know what? I think he should retire at 154. That's what I want to see. Bud Crawford retire at 154. Go ahead and get those belts. I don't think Canelo's going to want to fight you at 154 because Canelo ain't going to stop hearing the day you people say, oh, Canelo's cherry picking smaller guys when Canelo's the same fucking height, bro. The only difference is with Canelo, what you don't praise and you don't like, is that this man takes fucking risks at 150. The man's 5'7". He takes risks going to fucking 75 pounders. He no true 75 pounder. He ain't no true fucking 68 pounder. He ain't no true 60. You know what? 60 might just be his fucking weight. Think about that. The fucking 155 might be Canelo's real weight. And those are the weights he was dropping, dudes. Dropping. When he fought Mayheather, he fought him at fucking 23 years old. 23 years old. Still a kid. Now what is he? Fucking, like I said, he's 32. He's old. Sure. Mayweather was old at 36. Crawford must be real old and he must be a dinosaur at 35, huh? Crawford's a dinosaur. Sure, guys. Sure, people who say these things and write that shit down on comments, who like to yap about boxing. Sure. Well, I broke it down today. There's weight classes for reasons. Like Bud Crawford said. This is my theory. They're going to measure Canelo off of this one fight. I don't know. We'll see.